Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome. Okay, I think for once I actually have everything kind of put together right before the live stream. I actually posted on social media and I put it in the Discord and I have the chat on the screen already and I'm posed in hopefully in a very adorable way. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome. Let me just do a very quick roll call just to give everyone a shout out. So, let's see. Who do we have here already? So, we have Lemon Zest, we have Crazy Krita, we have Ari Boy.
Ari Boy super chatted 45 cents.
Oh my goodness. And we're already getting super chats. So, Charlie already super chatted. I didn't get a chance to read it on stream because the stream hadn't started yet. But Charlie says, meow, meow, meow. Meow, back to you, my friend. Let me finish the roll call. So we have Charlie, we have Lith, we have I'm gonna say Sioban. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Don't be mad if I mispronounced your name. We have DS here. We have got Karu. We have got all the awesome people. Head pats in the chat for both Aubrey Boy and for Charlie. Give lots of head pats and love to both of them for already starting the stream off incredibly strong. Oh my goodness. And we've already got a membership donation as well. Charlie, thank you so much. All right. So there's been a lot going on this week. I think a lot of people were picking up on the fact that things were a little off for me this week. So there is going to be a couple of things. I wish I had more time to plan proper activities, but I do have activities planned still, nonetheless. So we're going to be on stream, ideally for the next 4 hours. We're going to hang out here as a community. I am going to do a Q&A session. So this is going to be a Ask Me Almost Anything. So if you're curious about something you've always wanted to know about Rain, there is a Q&A like set up here in YouTube. We're gonna try to do that. So this is what I'm gonna say about it. It's gonna be Ask Me Almost Anything. Okay? Now if I'm not...
Charlie super chatted $1.30. My ultimate move. Meow 100.
Oh my goodness! Charlie, thank you so much! Alright, hold on, wait. I don't have... Oh no, I haven't uploaded... I have like a new cat girl emoji I'm working on. I haven't finished it yet and uploaded it to YouTube. Oh goodness, that would have been perfect for this. All of you are so generous. So, all right, I've gone ahead and I've started the Q&A session, okay? So you can ask me almost anything. So what I'm gonna do is while we're getting things warmed up, where everybody's getting it here, you know, we all get settled in, go ahead, submit a question to the Q&A, and I will go through it. Now, here's just a little asterisk, right? Obviously, if I'm not comfortable addressing that question, I'm just gonna skip it. That doesn't mean like keep re-asking it. I didn't skip it accidentally. If I don't read your question, or if I skip your question, that means I just wasn't comfortable answering it, or I'm not ready to answer your question at this time. I'll try to be clear about it, and I'll try to like indicate, oh yeah, I'm not ready to speak or not comfortable answering that. But like, my community is really awesome. So I can't imagine you're gonna ask too many things that are like wildly off the cuff anyways. But I just figured I'd throw that out there for anybody who's willing to ask some questions. So whatever you want to know about Rain, well, almost anything you want to know about Rain, I'm gonna try to be as open of a book for you today as possible. I also, while we're doing the Q&A as well, the other activity, I still haven't updated the thank you card. So the most recent video on the channel doesn't even have the updated thank you. So I thought what would be fun is we could do that on stream so that everybody can be properly thanked for all of their contributions for the new wheelchair, which is on its way. I have confirmation it's going to take 4 to 8 weeks for it to arrive. They've already sent me the plan set. I've already approved the plans, right? Like this is a go. Like we are a go. It's just literally a waiting time. Oh, and for those who are curious about like what the wheelchair is going to look like, they want to see me use it, they want to, I don't know, see that it exists. I will be doing an unboxing video. I don't think I'm ready for a face reveal on the channel yet, but can promise you that you will see me riding around in it or doing something with the wheelchair. So that, like, you know what I mean, right? Like, I will find an activity that's appropriate to use in the wheelchair if I'm not comfortable and ready to show my face yet. For every membership we get tonight, I'll do a shot. Oh, good, Charlie. Goodness, Charlie, you better be careful, because if somebody comes in here and just drops a lot of memberships, your poor liver is going to be destroyed in one go. Zoomies on the wheelchair? I can do that. You know, there's a one of the things I really want to do is there's this great park, like in the city. It's in downtown area. And I'd love to just like kind of use the bike trail there with the new wheelchair and just kind of roll around on that for exercise. I mean, the wheelchair's got bike tires now, right? So it's should be fine. I don't see why it would be a problem. Oh my goodness. You know, Charlie, it doesn't count if you if you're the one instigating it. You can't be like, oh damn, somebody donated 20. Guess I gotta do 20 shots now. Right? Like, it only counts if somebody else does it. Yeah, I knew it. I'm calling you out before you even wrote it. I knew your plan. You're like, wow. Oh no. I'm resigning to my fate now. I guess. Listen. I was born at night when I wasn't born last night, Charlie. This isn't my first rodeo. I worked not only in the beer industry, but I was also in the military. Trust me, I've been around avid drinkers. Hello, Olaf. Welcome to the stream. Roach, welcome. And if I'm missing anybody, just make sure you raise your hand. Tag me, whatever you need to do. Hi, Rain. Sorry I haven't showed up since first I watched. Oh, Olaf, that's fine. You know, people say that to me all the time. They're like, Rain, I haven't seen your content in so long. It's okay. It's okay. My content should be on the bottom of everybody's priority list, like, when it comes to, like, doing life things, right? You catching a gaming and, like, open source software or art live stream is probably the last thing you should be worrying about, but I appreciate it. I appreciate that I'm on your thoughts. Even a little bit. It means a lot to me. But, you know, I've always encouraged everybody, you enjoy my content that I produce and in the way that works best for you. Which also means not watching it. Right? Like, if you're just like... I actually have a friend like that, and you're like, Rain, I love you to death, but I'm just not really into YouTube. And I'm definitely not into, like, VTubers. And I'm like, that's fine. Like, you don't have to. But she's like, but I really like your art. And I'm like, that's okay. You can just like my art. That's totally fine. You don't have to like my YouTube content too. You don't have to accept everything about me, right? Like, it's okay to go, yeah, Rain's a great artist, but her YouTube content's kind of subpar. And vice versa. You could be like, yeah, Rain's a great YouTuber, but God, she's a horrible artist, right? Like, it's okay to have those opinions. They're valid. Oh, hello, Vlad. Welcome. Put it on the top. I love your energy. Ah, I'm trying. It's been a hell of a week this week. So I did promise I get into things. Kind of go over like what's been going on with me a little bit. Like give some updates. About like some stuff that's going on with the channel and like directions that I'm moving into. So it's all exciting. Nothing bad. Don't worry. Nobody freak out. I know Charlie was freaking out a little bit. Oh, Demozan, welcome to the stream. Zach, welcome! Oh my gosh, all my favorite people are showing up this morning. I'm so happy to see Sparrow finally streaming again, Snack. Like, you have no idea. I was having a great time at her stream. I was so exhausted, though. I was so tired, but I'm like, you know what? We're gonna watch Sparrow. We're gonna watch her.
Charlie super chatted $3.25. Energy.
Oh my goodness, Charlie. We are gonna need all the energy. You're gonna need a lot more energy. Like, if you keep doing the shots the way you're doing, you're gonna need all the energy you can get. Hey, just don't be mixing it. Don't be mixing like caffeine drinks right now. That's like really bad for your heart. That's an upper and a downer. I can't recommend that. More love in the chat for Charlie. Today's a good day for high energy, to be merry. We're here to celebrate. Because here, listen, this isn't my victory. This isn't my victory. Listen. Listen. All of you did this. This, today, is because of you. Now, I want to say something about this whole, like, wheelchair experience. Because Lemon Zest was the first one who kind of, like, noticed that I was doing something with the wheelchair. I was kind of hemming and hawing on it, and I'd set something up a couple of weeks ago. And I was just like, I don't know. I really need a new wheelchair. I can't afford it right now. Things are, like, not going great for me. Really don't have the financial capacity to afford a $1,500 wheelchair, right? Like, and I get it. For some people, $1,500 isn't that much money. They're like, oh, my computer costs more than that. Okay, that's great. I don't have the money for a wheelchair right now, and I really need one because for those who, like, are getting to know me or just coming to find me for the first time, right? Well, I've been dealing with this problem for 2 years. So, the accident, actually, it's been 3 years now. So the accident was actually 3 years ago now. We're almost back up on the other anniversary. So we're almost up on the 3-year anniversary. So I had my accident at the end of September of 2022. So we're almost on the 3rd year anniversary. And for 2 years, I have been doing my best to recover my ability to walk, and to get back as much as possible. And I bought this very cheap wheelchair to get me through. And it has gotten me through. It has gotten me through the worst of the worst. And I've done really well so far with it, right? But this wheelchair, you can't go out with it. Yeah, this is not a going out and living life wheelchair. This is a for inside your home. You're gonna get from like your living room to your kitchen kind of wheelchair. This is for like your elderly parents when they're living with you and it's easier to move them around in the wheelchair. It's one of those
Charlie
kind of...
super chatted $3.25. I have less than $5 in my account right now. Payday was yesterday. Lots of love heart, smiling face, sparkling heart.
Wait, didn't you just donate $5? So doesn't that mean you just overdrew your bank account? Charlie, you're banned from super chats for the rest of the stream. I love you, my friend. You don't have to pay. Don't pay any, like, fees to the bank. Trust me, they make enough money as it is. Don't give them free money. Yeah, I know, they're probably being facetious. I used to, like, I mentioned that to somebody the other day, too. Like, I'm like, you know, I've been around, like, that Wall Street bets kind of, like, behavior. Like, I like, honestly, I like that kind of humor. I used to be a day trader a long time ago. Super long time ago. And not a great day trader, by the way. Like, when people say that, they always toot their own horn, and they're like, yeah, you know, I made a cool 50 mil. No, I didn't. I barely made any money, and it was way too stressful. I made some money, but, like, it's a lot of work. And, like, checks like to go boomy boom on you, and you gotta watch them like a hawk. It's too much. So, yeah, I stopped doing that. I don't have the mental health capacity to deal with day trading anymore. Good for you if you can. It wasn't for me. Great, are you sure you didn't lose money? I mean, of course I lost money. I lost money on some things and you gain money on others. That's actually how it works, right? Like, if you go in there thinking that every contract you're gonna buy is gonna be, like, a winner, you've already lost. You've already lost. Like, you have to, what you need to understand is you need to understand your Greeks really well. You also need to read, like, a big textbook. So, Like, what was the name of the one that I really like? Options as a strategic investment.
Charlie super chatted $1.30. With this final two, I am actually overdrawn.
I don't... All right, there you go. Well, I'll tell you what, I guess we've bleed Charlie dry so early in the stream. At least you don't have to do any more shots now, right? Does this mean you're cut off from drinking? At 99 cents in my account. Like I said, don't be giving those banks free money. Are they not pay me $50 on PayPal? You know, I used to know somebody like that too. They were so nice. Like, you could literally walk up to them and you'd be like, hey, can I have $20? You don't even need to ask them. You just say, give me $20. And they'd be like, okay. It's like, I don't know. Like, some people would take advantage of that. For me, I'd feel too guilty to even ask them, knowing that they would always say yes to me. That's too much pressure for me. Did borrow $20 from them once though, but I paid them right back because I like felt bad about it. And they're like, you know, you could have just kept the $20, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but if I wanted to borrow $20 again, I wanted to like establish that I'm good for the money. I hate having like little personal debts like that. Like, I don't know, it bothers me endlessly. Oh yeah, but for anybody who's considering day trading, my first advice is don't consider it. And my second piece of advice is if you are going to consider it, get a big textbook. It's called Options as a Strategic Investment, and read it front cover to back cover. And if you haven't read that textbook, you have no business being a day trader. I'm sorry. I hate to be cruel like that, but like, I don't want to see anybody in a financially ruinous position because they bought something they didn't understand and it exploded in their back pocket, and then they're freaking out and they don't know what to do, and now they're getting like a margin call because they borrowed money they didn't have to like buy these yeah, no, we're good. I don't want that to happen to anybody. Nobody needs to go through that, right? So just make sure you understand what you're doing before you do it. Just be smart. Just be smart. Just be smart. Don't do anything reckless. It might seem cool. It's not. It's not. Trust me, they all make it seem cooler than it actually is. Those Wall Street types are always selling you on how cool it is. It's not that cool. I promise you, they're always drinking because they're always stressed out all the time. Oh my goodness, I'm barely keeping up with the chat. I'm sorry about that, but don't worry. I hope you're all filling up the Q&A section of what's going on here. Hold on, let me see if we got anything in there yet. I have to go to the questions tab, right? Okay, all right, truth is dare. Okay, let me go through some of the questions that have been in the Q&A already. So for those of you who don't know what the Q&A section is, oh, damn, how am I supposed to switch this on chat so that you all can see this? Oh, you can't even see the questions that I am about to read. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure I read the question very clearly so that everybody knows what question I'm...
Charlie super chatted $13.02. Will my bank let me do this?
Apparently they'll let you do anything. Apparently they're giving you unlimited credit. You know what that means, right? You just found the free money glitch, Charlie. You've just found the free money glitch. It's not a free money glitch, I promise you. It's not a free money glitch. They'll be coming for it. They'll be like, we got you for now. We got you. So we'll get you again in about 2 business days when we overdraw your bank account and slap you with ridiculous amounts of fees. Oh, back in my day, too, you know what the banks used to be able to do? This is where I stopped trusting banks and financial institutions. So what happened to me is I had money going into my bank account. Now, this is back before, like, when the banks could process transactions the way they wanted to. So what they would do, is they would count my paycheck going into my account as the last thing. So what they would do is they would tally up all the debts first, overdraw my bank account, slap me a fee for every single transaction that went overdrawn, then apply the credit. And then I'd be overdrawn again, so they'd slap me with another fee.
Charlie super chatted $195.23. What did you say to me?
Oh my goodness, there's no way. You must have typoed that, Charlie. There's no way you just donated that much on stream. There is no, I don't think I've ever even gotten that much in a single month of doing YouTube. Holy crap. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, Charlie. Holy smokes. $300 Australian. Sorry, the TTS keeps converting it to my currency. I don't know how to fix that. I've tried. I've really tried so many times. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm about to have a heart attack here. Are you trying to kill Rain on stream? I'm supposed to keep going for another 3.5 hours. Oh my goodness. Everybody flood the chat right now. Flood the chat with hearts of any kind for Charlie. They have been absolutely amazing. They are a huge supporter of this channel. Everybody's a huge supporter of this channel. Everybody has bought me a wheelchair and continues to help fund and support this channel. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I mean, I can't... How many times can I say thank you? I feel like it's almost losing its meaning at this point. Really, you don't understand how much this wheelchair and this support impacts me. It changes my situation. Honestly, like I mentioned that that wheelchair that I had before was serviceable, right? But I can't go out in that. I can't go to the mall all day in that. I can't go shopping in that, right? I can't go to the park. Can't ride around in the park by myself or get myself onto the grass, right? If I put that old wheelchair in the grass, I'd sink into the mud. I need a wheelchair that I can actually live my life in. I need a wheelchair that I can exercise in. I don't ever leave the house because of it, right? I'm always stuck at home making content or doing art and that's fine. I love doing those things, right? But I look out the window and I'm I used to go hiking. I used to go camping every weekend during the summer. I used to go kayaking. I have an inflatable kayak. I haven't used it in nearly 3 years. Right? I used to do so many things, so many fun things outside. And I'd be drawing my pictures sometimes and I'm looking outside and it's I really wish I could be out there. Art is great. I love art. I'm never going to give up art. But you know what I mean? Right? It's hard too because the other day, I'm a big bicycle enthusiast.
Charlie super chatted $1.30. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
Okay, are we playing a numbers game now? My old username used to be numbers can be fun. Okay, alright. I'm gonna go with... Ooh, this is a tough one. Oh, there's so many good numbers to pick between 1 and 10. Let's go with 8. I'm feeling lucky about 8. Let's go with 8. I knew Raid used to be called Numbers Can Be Fun. Some of you have been around. Demozan also has been here since I used to be Numbers Can Be Fun. There's a lot of you that have been around. Mike, I know for a fact, has been around since I was Numbers Can Be Fun. There's a Dark Raven, the one who's provided a lot of the music for this live stream. Link down in the description below if you love their music. But yeah, they have been around since I was Numbers Can Be Fun.
Charlie super chatted $1.30. 8 fireball shots, skull, wish me luck.
Oh my goodness. Oh god. Charlie is not going to make it to the end of the live stream. Okay, here's the thing. When Charlie passes out at the end of this live stream or in the middle of the live stream, it is our responsibility to take out bright pink Sharpies and draw hearts all over Charlie. Like Jigglypuff. After she sings her song to the crowd. That is what's gonna happen here. Listen, we're not doing what everybody thinks we're gonna do. We're gonna cutify Charlie in their sleep after they pass out. Hearts only. They're gonna wake up. You will be loved. You will be loved. You will accept it. Hey, if you're gonna do a joke like that, you might as well make it as adorable as possible, right? Listen, I've been there, Charlie. Good luck. Just make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Better see you take 8 shots of water after that. And I'm celebrating with this morning, right? Like, I thought about, like, oh, should I, like, maybe, like, get at least, like, maybe a small can of beer or something? And I'm just like, you know, it's not really worth it for me, right? Like, I don't really drink anymore. So I'm drinking this nice, big, tall glass of water, and I'm pretending it's, like, a nice fizzy drink. Gotta be, so don't worry. Okay, make sure you get at least 2 good, solid glasses in before you pass out. Trust me, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. Always get water before you pass. Even if you have to, like, crawl to the sink and you pass out, like, after you've guzzled the water, like, and you, like, wake up with the empty cup in your hand, that's fine. Just make sure you get some water. Oh yeah, and definitely don't. Oh, hello, Rainbow. Yeah, good advice though for Rainbow and Anomaly. Don't drink on an empty stomach. Never drink on an empty stomach. I've done that once. So like, I arrived early at like a dinner party with my friend, and they're like, "You want a beer?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I skipped lunch." I'm like, I was thinking about waiting for dinner, and they're like, "You'll be fine, right? Just 1 beer." Holy crap! I mean, for 5%, that thing hit me like a ton of like a stack of potatoes. And, like, usually I can hold my booze really well, but I was like, oh my gosh, like, that one, like, ran right through me. Like, I even had to go to the bathroom quickly, too. My body was like, wow, thanks. Just slipped that one right up. There you go. We rented that one pretty quickly. Alright, I'm gonna segue over to the questions real quick, so that we can take a look at those. Let me get caught up on those questions real quick. Like I said, for those who want to ask the questions, go over to the question section in the chat. You're going to have to select it. Ask a question there, and I will answer it if I feel comfy. Okay, so the first question is from Aubrey Boy, and it says, will you partner with more Discord servers? So partner in, so I hate to ask a question to a question, but partner in what capacity, I guess. If you mean if I'm going to be getting involved in more Discord servers, probably not at the moment, to be honest with you. I actually have a lot to say about Discord, so I'm kind of glad that Ari brought this up. Because, here's what's been going on with Discord for me, and I've been making these jokes to, like, my personal friends on the side, but I kid you not when I say that every single day that I open up my Discord, it is like a shotgun blast of love and affection, but from like 5 million directions. My notifications are absolutely out of control right now for Discord. I have tried my best to mute servers and to mute tags in places that I don't really need to be updated in, but at a certain point, like, what I've had to do, and it's like really unfortunate, but I've had to stop letting people add me as like a friend, and I've had to cut off DMs from people. And I hate to say this too, but I may or may not be able to always reply to your DM, because from now on, my focus is going to be...
Gombik super chatted 92 cents. A Hoj. Could not really make it today.
Oh, Gombik, thank you so much for the super chat. And don't you worry about it. You showed up. You showed up. You're always here. I see you all the time. Don't you worry about it. Listen, I know where your heart's at. And that's the most important thing. To my point about Discord. So so what is going to happen with the Discord is I understand that a lot of people like to DM me, and like, here's, like, I really want to like phrase this carefully, because like I said, everybody is awesome. Everybody, I love all of like the conversations we have, but like, if I'm being realistic with most people about the situation, right? 90% of the things that I'm talking about individually with people in my private messages, they can be discussed in my Discord. So I'm going to start encouraging people to communicate with me more in the Discord. And that's going to, one, bring me closer to the community more often, and I'm not getting lost in the sauce in my own private messages all day. And two, yeah, well, I just get to be part of the Discord. Well, I do too. It like lowers my notifications, right? Like I really want to be able to spend more time in the server. And what I feel like happens is I spend 5 minutes in the Discord server, and then I spend like an hour and a half going through my private messages, trying to catch up, trying to triage them, trying to figure out like, okay, I really should talk to this person. I need to respond to this, or this can wait, or whatever. It's just becoming a lot. So I'm going to narrow down like what I'm doing on Discord, and I'm going to just like the Discord server is the best place to communicate with me first. Now, if it's an emergency, if it's something really important, like obviously DM me. If it's something extremely private, don't put that in the Discord, right? But if it's just for like casual chatting, I'm going to start encouraging everybody to do that with me in the Discord. So hopefully, hopefully everybody's cool with that. But that's gonna help me out a lot too. And I think, like, and trust me, like, I want to get into the voice channels more. So, like, for like about a month and a half ago, I was hanging out in the voice channels more. And I haven't been able to do that because, again, I get pulled into so many directions. And it's not just Discord. It's really not. So it's like Discord's like 1% of it, but then I also have all my notifications for my social media profile that I have to respond to every day, and then I have all the comments on my YouTube channel and all the stuff I've got to follow up there, and then I have all my email, like for all the business inquiries and stuff that people send me there. So it's like it's a lot to manage. So if I can cut down one thing and like get it into the like get everybody on the same page in the Discord, it would help.
$3.56. Hey, I want to be on this too.
Oh my goodness, everybody is being so, oh my goodness. All right, lots of love in the chat for oh my goodness, for Gombik and for Cerna. Thank you both so much. I kind of feel bad because I've never done like an AMA and like getting like super chats at the same time. So let's go ahead. Let me like both of these. Let me give lots of hearts and love to both of you in the chat. Thank you both so much. Okay, so we got one question done so far. Yay, we're getting things done. Okay, so the next one is from Vlad. And how are you doing right now? How is your day? Oh, my day today is going well so far. I've got a very busy day. I'll get into that a little bit more in a little bit to like circle around onto Vlad's question. But as of right now, I'm doing very well. Everything's great. I'm actually having a great morning. Had some breakfast, had some coffee. The weather is improving. It's not super hot anymore. So yeah, things are going well. Ari Boy asks, have you heard of the Fairphone 6? I have heard of it. I don't know too much about it. I've looked more into the Pine phone, which is an open source Linux phone. It's hilariously bad. It needs a lot of work, but that's why I think it's cool. Still think it's really cool that you can run Linux on your phone through the Pine phone, even if it's going to be super glitchy. So, we're making progress. Yay! Okay, so Sayoban O'Dwyer asks, how comfortable is it for you in your wheelchair? So in my current wheelchair, it's not very comfortable. It's very difficult to move around inside of the wheelchair. It is a folding Costco wheelchair for like $250. I think it's like a Medline wheelchair. It's just one of those ones that you get for your home. It's got heavy rubber tires on it, which are great for not like screwing up your wood floors and your carpet, right? But again, it is not a wheelchair designed to be outside. Like if you put it on the, like even like slightly rough pavement, it is like pushing through sand. It is like pushing through sand. So it's not like the current one is not comfortable. The new one though, I made sure that it's lighter. It's got bike tires on it. Like it has got wider bolsters, like things can be interchanged in and out on the wheelchair much better. And it has a data sheet with it. So it doesn't matter if notawheelchair.com goes out of business. I have a data sheet. I can bring this anywhere, and it has all the specifications to rebuild and repair the wheelchair. So this is a life wheelchair. This is a wheelchair I plan on keeping for years and years and years and years and years and years to come. Okay. All right. So Roach asks, if you could have one wish come true, what would it be? Oh my goodness. Well, a lot of my wishes already have started coming true. Okay, so I'll share it. Like, because I made a wish and it's currently coming true. So like, I'll share this little personal story with the chat. And I see all of you in there chatting. I'm so sorry if I'm not reading the messages like I normally do. Don't worry, we're gonna have a section where I read it. We'll have a little more back and forth, I promise. Sorry if I'm missing anything good. So let me share a little personal story with you, Roach. So like when I was in the hospital, okay, that was like obviously for very obvious reasons, right? Like getting hit by a pickup truck on my bicycle is not a great experience. Being in traction, I don't know if anybody knows what traction is. It's when they use pulleys and weights to like make sure you don't move your body in the wrong way, right? They keep you in a very still position. That wasn't fun. And I was very lonely. Right before that accident happened, I had a falling out with my family. And I didn't really have a lot of like friends in my life. I like basically only had one friend, and they stopped by, right? But they can't be there all the time to spend time with me. So I spent a lot of my time alone. I didn't even have friends on the internet to hang out with. Literally, completely alone. And I was in the hospital, and I was like, I wish I had friends. I wish I had more friends. I wish I wasn't such a bad person and ended up in a situation where I'm all alone like this, and like I barely have anybody to come and help me out. And it's like, well, how did I get to this point in my life? And it was a big like wake up call moment for me. And you know, a lot of the changes that you've seen me made, and a lot of the positivity and the energy and the things that I do today are a result, because you know, I make this joke a lot, but like, please don't wait for like 8.5 to 10 tons of steel, like literal wake up call to like get you to make positive changes in your life too, right? Like, you are allowed to have your dreams. You're allowed to be happy. Like, I used to be one of those people too that used to think like that. I used to be one of those people. I was like, well, I guess some people just don't get to be happy in this life, and I'm one of those. Too bad. Bad luck of the draw. That was the hand I dealt, and I resigned to just being like that. And I think that's like part of the reason why I was like not like so miserable all the time. But you don't have to. You can have your dreams. You can be happy. You can make the positive changes in your life, and you don't have to have a major life-changing crisis to make that realization. You could do it right now. I believe in you, and I'm here for you. So if anybody needs to make that positive change in their life, today is the best day. And if you don't have the strength to do it today, that's totally fine, because tomorrow's just as good. And if tomorrow doesn't work out, guess what? I'll be there for you the day after too. We are in it together. If you want to be a healthier and better person, today, tomorrow, whenever you're ready, that's the best time to get started. I gotta work through these questions a little bit faster. I'm never gonna get through any of them. Oh my goodness. Okay, is there anything you want to add to my avatar? Actually, I'm pretty satisfied with my character design as of right now. When I do the legs, I'm gonna add stockings and a scar to my leg to indicate like where my injury is. Like kind of like make it semi like realistic to that, but like that's about it. So I do have a scar on my left leg for the character avatar. You just don't see that because like I literally like my body is like, has anybody actually seen what my body looks like? Hold on, wait. This is gonna blow your mind for a second. Has anybody seen what the Rain avatar actually looks like below the waist? Hold on, we're gonna break the fourth wall here for a second. You ready? Are you ready? Hold on, I'm about to do it. I hope you're ready. Where is it? And here we go. Wait, I don't know, I moved the wrong thing. Hold on, wait. I gotta do it in the software. Sorry. Hold on, wait. There it is. Can I move it up? No, edit. That's what I gotta do. Okay. No, that's the wrong one again. Damn it. I moved my hair, but I shouldn't have moved it. Where is it? The torso. It's the torso I need to move. There it is. So this is what I actually look like on the bottom. Bro, you gotta do a lot of work still on this. So like I said, kind of fake it till you make it, right? Whoa, trippy. I know. It looks good though, right? I do that with my art all the time too. I'm not drawing all that crap. We can just imply it. It's implied. Okay, hold on. Let me get through a couple more of these questions. How screwed is Charlie's credit? Absolutely screwed. We've just sent Charlie to the poorhouse. So I know a lot of people probably won't know this term, but do you know what a margin call is? A margin call is when you've run out of money as a trader, and the bank goes, yeah, we're not giving you credit anymore. You need to start paying this back immediately. And also, if you don't pay it back, we're going to liquidate all your assets. And you're going to the poorhouse. So you better pay up quickly. That's a margin call. Charlie's about to get one of those. This bank is going to give him a margin call. Like, listen. we're gonna need to see that you're good for this before we let you continue. Have you noticed the knocking on your walls recently? Actually I have. Figured there's like maybe just a bunch of mice started moving in recently. I don't know. I love mice, so I'm fine with it. They talk a lot though. Maybe Stuart Little moved in. Oh my goodness. Do I like pineapple on my pizza? I don't care for it, but I'm not a picky eater, so I'll just eat it anyways. Like, if it's at a party and that's the only thing, like, somebody ordered, I'm not gonna say anything to them about it. They're gonna, like, if they ask me how the pizza was, I'd be like, yeah, it's great. I love Hawaiian pizza. I don't love Hawaiian pizza, but, you know, don't want to be rude. But, like, I'm not going out of my way to order Hawaiian pizzas. And I'm certainly not putting pineapple on my own pizza at home. How long have I been a Linux user? So I've been using Linux Mint for on and off for about 3 years. I love it. It's great. I've tried other distros. I've tried Debian. I've tried a couple of others. Mostly within like the Debian family, but like Ubuntu and stuff like that. But like Linux Mint has always just been the best for me. It was a run it and done it situation, which is exactly what I need as like a content creator, right? And I get it. Like Arch Linux is great if you have the time and the capability and the skill to manage like a Linux install like that. I don't. What I have time for is content creation, and that's about it. So I don't, like, if something goes wrong with my system, I need easy solutions. And that's why Linux Mint, it hums along great. Usually the only time it breaks is when I do something stupid with it, and, yeah. If there is a problem, it's usually well documented and easy to figure it out. Or I just reinstall Linux Mint and all my problems are solved, yay! Who needs to fix things when you can just wipe your hard drive and just start over from scratch, right? Haha, you're cute, get wrecked? That's not a question! And I'm not cute! But thank you, Charlie. That was very cute. Do you like Fallout New Vegas? Zookeeper Cannon asked that question. I do. I love Fallout New Vegas. I haven't played hundreds and hundreds of hours like most people, but I do plan to play it on the stream very soon. How long have I been on the Fediverse? So for those who don't know what the Fediverse is, it's like Twitter. That's like going to be the easiest way to explain that in like one sentence. It's like Twitter, but like open source. I've been on the Fediverse for about 1.5 years. Love it. I used to be a Redditor. I hate Reddit now. Barely use it. I like parked a couple of like, I parked a username there. I parked a couple of subreddits there. But that's it. I don't like actively use Reddit anymore. The people that I used to know and be friends with on Reddit, I love them to death, but like Well, I've changed. They've changed. You know, most of them were like people that I met in Wall Street bets, anyways, and like I don't really do that, so there's like not really any common ground for us to talk about. Like a lot of the reason I even put up with those subreddits to begin with is because I was learning how to trade, and like that the basis of a lot of our friendships were.
Monzo gave me a chance and made Ame dance.
Oh my goodness! Thank you, Monzo, for making Ame dance. That is like one of my favorite like animations of all time. I love when that pops up on screen. It's like one of my favorite things of all time. And look at that! Now we're at 106% for the wheelchair. We overshot the goal. We keep overshooting it. And listen, the wheelchair is bought and paid for, everybody. You don't have to keep donating to it towards it. In all seriousness, though, today's the last day that you'll see the wheelchair goal. Obviously, we've crushed the wheelchair. I've ordered it. It's on the way. The unboxing video will be on its way in about 4 to 6 weeks when it arrives, right? So the goal, it's time to retire the goal, but I figured we'll wait to the end of the live stream. Maybe that's how we'll end the live stream. We'll retire the goal in Ko-Fi, on my Ko-Fi page at the end of the live stream. Okay, so Rainbow Anomaly asks, have you ever thought about getting a VTuber model? Or you're not interested in switching from PNG tubing to VTubing? I do want to become a VTuber. I technically call myself a VTuber already, even though I'm technically a PNG tuber still. I am working up to it. So, like, I've seen, like, this is basically, like, Rain V2. I am working on I want to draw it myself, though. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's the big thing. Like, if I'm gonna do it, it's gotta be my artwork. So, like, my friend Palette helped me make this avatar that you see on screen. And they did an amazing job. They are an extremely talented artist. And they created this for me as a teaching exercise to show me, like, what it's going to take to start doing this kind of work. And they're like, here you go. You can use this on stream. This is going to be helpful for you. It's going to be a lot better than using a static image. So, of course, I rolled with it, right? Like, they already put in the work. And they went through all the trouble. So I was like, of course, I'd be honored to use your drawing. Like, I mean, we're both artists, so I get it. And honestly, like, so many of you have, like, created so much awesome artwork based on their reference. And I've talked to them about it, and they love it. They absolutely love it. They're like, wow. They're like, wow, it's going so far. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like, we worked on that together. Right? They drew the avatar. I came up with the design for the character. All right, let me get through a couple more of these questions, and then I'm going to go back to reading the chat like normal. All right, so Ari Boy asks, how would everyone trust in a Fetty instance admin? So this is a Fediverse question. So for those who, again, are unfamiliar, the Fediverse is like open source Twitter, like an open source social media thing. I personally prefer small instances if you're going to do something like that. And it's okay to go and sign up for a larger instance first, and like ask questions to instance admins about like about how they run things. It's okay to do that. But the whole point of the Fediverse is not that you necessarily need to trust the instance admin. You just need to be comfortable using that website. And if you're not, the entire point of the Fediverse is that you can pack up your belongings and you're like, yeah, I'm out of here, see ya, and you move somewhere else. Because you have control over your social media, not the instance admin. So I get it. I have my favorite instance admins too. Like, I love transfem.social. I have no plans to move away from transfem.social. Amber is not only a great instance admin, but she's a good friend of mine as well. She's very funny. She doesn't take her work too seriously. She loves to, to shitpost all the time. It's wonderful. I mean, even her main account for running the instance is a shitpost account.
Gombek gave me a chance and made Ame dance.
Oh my goodness, Gombek, thank you so much. So that's a super chat, and now you're also a Ko-Fi supporter. Wow, it is going to be great updating the card in a little bit. Like, I have so many people to thank. All of you are so generous. Everybody, make sure that you're giving lots of love to all of the people who have super chatted today. They absolutely deserve it. Lots of love for everybody. Everybody deserves it. Listen, if you've ever shared one of my links or looked at one of my drawings or just supported me or just hung out with me here on YouTube, like, listen, this is for you. This is for the community. I wouldn't be here, literally, without any of you. So from the bottom of my heart, any extra support that you give me, trust me, it goes so far. It goes such a long way. All right, let me wrap up on the questions, and I've got some things I want to talk about with the channel and, like, get back into chatting with all of you. Did I disable my autocorrect? You should absolutely always disable your autocorrect. I hate autocorrect. I get autocorrected all the time. Whoops, I skipped a question. That was Charlie's question. Let's see here. So Dalton King asked, do you have any advice on how to make online friends? Oh, I do. So, and this can be applied to like almost any social media platform. So it doesn't really matter where you apply this advice. But my advice, like when I first started out on the Fediverse, which is the social media platforms I choose to use, I didn't just throw myself out there and start making a bunch of posts and going like, oh, here's my YouTube content, go look at my content. Actually, the first thing I did was I started just replying to people about the posts they made, and I would just say hi, and I wouldn't even bring up the fact that I'm a YouTuber or that like about anything about me. I would just like interact with their post, right? And then I would follow them, and because I interacted with them genuinely, they usually would follow me right back. And I started making a couple of like more cool friends like that. And a couple of them, and I wasn't aware of this at the time, were part of the LGBTQ community. And I still didn't really have like a very clear...
Charlie gave me a chance and made Ame dance.
Oh my goodness. Charlie, I thought you said that your bank account was overdrawn at this point. How could you... How are they gonna...
Siri gave me a chance and made Ame dance.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we're up to 112% now. Like I said, we're 12% over the line. What are you all trying to get it up to like 150%? You don't have to. You don't have to keep going. We've got the wheelchair. We already have the wheelchair. Oh my goodness. At this point, I think you're all just like watching me like fall apart on stream. That must be it. Yeah, you must like seeing me glitch out. We're aiming for 200. Wait, what is this? Double or nothing? This isn't Double Jeopardy. But yes, so like to finish, like to wrap up on the question from before. By who asked that question? Oh my goodness, I almost forgot. Who asked that question? Where is it? Wait, where did that question go? Oh no, I can't find it now. I saw it in here. Wait, where did the question go? Oh no. All right, well, whomever asked that question, I'm sorry. I hope that helps you though. Oh, Dalton King, there it is. Dalton King. Hopefully that advice helps you out. But definitely, putting yourself out there, and having genuine interactions with people with no expectation that they're going to come back, that's the best way to go. Because like people who have genuine interactions with you are going to be curious about you naturally. They're just going to want to know, like, oh, who is this person that's been like so positive with me recently in the comments? Then they'll go check out your profile and they'll follow you. And I don't know, like I kind of just started with that. I'm a big believer in grassroots. So if you put yourself out there, people will put themselves back out for you, you know? We're aiming for super wheelchair. You know, they make one. They do make one. It's like an all-terrain, like, wheelchair for, like, going out on, like, trails and stuff. Okay, so Aubrey Boy asks, in your opinion, how is the branding on transfem.social? I love it. Cute. It's adorable. It's over the top. Just the way I love it. Okay, Snack asks, what is 9 plus 10? Oh, that's clearly 21. Come on, that's easy. What do you think I'm stupid or something? Aubrey Boy asks, in your opinion, would Sharky expand the development even better? I think Sharky's okay, like, with where they're at right now. Now, I think if they got more people to contribute to Sharky, it would be better. Oh, and for those who don't know, there is going to be a new Sharky video. So for the people who ask me for like the million times, what the hell is Sharky? It's a social media software that I use. I will be doing a new video about it. So like that next time somebody asks, hey, what is Sharky? What is this Sharky thing you're talking about? I'll be able to go, hey, you can just watch my video about it if you want to know. I plus 10 blackjack logic. You know where I'm going with this, right? You gotta hit it. Hit it every time. Perfect 21, hit. Always hit. You always hit. No matter what you flip on the table, you always take a hit. 21, hit. Okay, we're almost at the end of the questions. Kuru asks, when did you find out you were cute? You're talking about Kuru. I am not cute. Listen, the rumors about my cuteness are just that. They are rumors, right? I don't know where this misinformation is coming from, but I will root it out, and I will find the source of it. Something tells me, Kuru, that it is coming from you, my very evil head pat loving friend. Thank you so much for always being around, too. So for those who don't know, Kuru is a longtime friend of mine, and also somebody who has been around since numbers can be fun. But we didn't even know that we knew each other. So, like, what's really funny about Kuru and I, and our friendship, is that they used to just watch my channel, because I did Luanti, and I did, like, Box Libre content. And then, without them knowing, I had started to, like, explore becoming Rain, and we became friends on social media without them knowing that I was Numbers Can Be Fun. So, like, I finally come out on the channel, right? And
Charlie super chatted $1.30. Look at Discord real quick.
okay, all right, let me wrap up this story, and I'll check Discord, Charlie. You have my word. So, Kuru and I finally come out on the channel, right? And, like, all of a sudden, Kuru is, like, super excited about, like, Luanti and playing Box Libre and, like, wanted to, like, get... And I'm like, oh, my goodness, this girl just must absolutely, like, love voxel games or something. I had no idea about this. Yeah, unbeknownst to me, like, they were already a fan of my channel and must have just, like, clicked in her head, like... and Kuru can tell her half of the story better, but, like, that's just my perspective of it. And I thought it was so adorable, like, and I'm like, oh, my goodness, like, what a small world. What a small world. Anyway, so that's how we became friends. Alright, let me go ahead and check the Discord real quick. Hold on, wait, I just checked the Discord. Rain, you're cute. Rain is wife material. I don't know about any of those things. I don't know. I'm gonna need some evidence for this. I'm gonna need proof. I'm from the Show Me state, so show me you're not full of crap. Oh my goodness. I'm not actually from the Show Me state. I just love saying that to people when they tell me something ridiculous. No, I'm from the Show Me state, so you better show me you're not absolutely full of shit right now. I'm gonna need some verification on this. Alright, let me get through the last couple of questions. Alright, so Ari Boy asks, how popular is Amber these days? I don't think Amber's concerned about that. I mean, she's the instance admin of transfem.social, so would imagine she's probably enormously popular already. But, you know, I don't think that's a priority, and that's something I actually appreciate about her, is that I don't think she really cares about that kind of stuff. Alright, so Zookeeper Cannon asks, how to disable autocorrect? Hey, listen, when you figure it out, you let me know too, okay? Alright, Saskin asks, when did you know that you are wife/married material? I wasn't aware of this fact at all. In fact, like, honestly, like, I usually, I don't know, for some reason, like, I feel like I would, like, be, like, a major detraction to somebody in a relationship, right? Like, let's, like, be real. Like, I am definitely not the kind of creature you want hanging around your house. I'm kind of annoying. I wake up at random times in the middle of the night and start drawing projects, and I listen to Miku music all the time. And I'm constantly, like, stressing out about my projects. And, like, yeah, like, are you sure you want, like, a nervous ball of energy hanging around you all the time that's constantly, like, literally almost pulling her hair out over nothing? Right? Like, I mean, like, come on. And not to mention, like, my bed has, like, motors in it, too, so, like, here's the thing, right? Like, I have to have, like, my own special bed. I sleep on, like, a twin mattress now. I don't even have a queen-size bed because, like, that's not suitable for me. It's too hard to get in and out of. So I sleep on a twin mattress, right? And it's got motors on it. So, like, could you imagine, like, being in the same room with me at night? Like, and just hearing like, every, like, 2 hours in the middle of the night because, like, oh, Rain's uncomfortable. Like, I gotta adjust. I also sleep with, like, 5 plushies I use as medical pillows just to, like, even with the bed moving, like, I, like, need extra prop-ups. Oh, that's fun, right? Yeah, definitely. That sounds like wife material to me. Who wants to move me into their home next? Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and end the Q&A for now. Thank you all for asking me so many fun and silly questions. This was great. We're going to do another Q&A again in the future. But now let me get back to chat again. All right, now we're going to have a little bit more back and forth. We can be a little bit more casual about this. If I propose, I'd literally get told to get out. I wouldn't kick you out, but, like... All right, so I think a lot of people don't know this. So who here... Actually, let me put this to a vote. Oh, this is better. Let's use the tools that I have, Rain. Because I'm gonna have to use the ladies' room here and get a glass of water in a second, anyways. So I'm gonna put up a vote real quick. Okay. So I just want to get, like, kind of gauge where the chat is on that. So I have 3 pins on my dress. I'm curious if people know what the gray and the purple one is. I'll give you all a second to marinate on that. I'll be right back, okay? All right, I am back. Thank you for patiently waiting. I realized I forgot to put the break on screen. Okay, so let's take a look at the results. So the question I asked before I went on my little mini break there was, do you know what the gray and purple pin is on my dress? And 71% of the chat answered yes. So about a third of you, 29%, said you don't know what that is. That's okay. It's okay if you don't know what it is. So what it is it is the pride flag for demisexuality. So, and for those who don't know what that is, it means that I identify as somebody who is not very interested in physical romance. I guess is the most appropriate way to phrase that, right? I also identify as somebody who's demi-romantic as well. It is just not something that comes very good to me naturally. And of course, like with my physical disabilities, that also is a major factor as well. So with a combination of self-discovery, forcing myself into relationships that don't really work out, I have learned that I really either A, need to be single, or B, if I do decide to take another partnership.
Charlie super chatted $1.30. Should I try to walk?
I wouldn't.
Mwahahaha.
Unless it's walking your cute little butt to the sink and getting a glass of water. Right? So, but unless I know somebody like extremely well, and I hate to even say this, but like we've got to be like almost besties before I'd even consider a relationship with somebody. And like I don't know. I hate to be like that, right? But like I've had so many bad relationships where I forced myself into a situation that just ultimately ended up being bad for everybody, right? And like I don't want to do that anymore. I respect people too much to like go through that with them. And like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like at minimum, before I'd even consider even getting in a new relationship, I want to finish, well, quote unquote, finish my transition. I'm only like 6 months into my transition. I definitely want to feel a lot more femme before I start like even considering like that in any capacity again. And I know that's a little bit more personal, but I figured, hey, I'd address it. I'd answer the question so people know. And like, it's okay to make jokes and stuff too. Like, I'm not uncomfortable with it, right? Like, people can make jokes. I'm fine with it. It's not being disrespectful to me. Directly, like ogling me, like, does make me uncomfortable. Like, we've had people in the chat, like, all right, so, like, for example, some people, like, know, like, where the line is, and they're, like, you know, making fun of the jiggle physics is fine, right? Like, that's one thing, but then, like, you have other people who are just, like, straight up just be like, wow, I love the size of your, and I'm like, okay, that's a little much. That's a little much, right? Like, that's a bit aggressive there. They crawled into the toilet for good toilet water? Hey, listen, if it's good enough for the dogs, it's good enough for me. Hey, listen, if you're a puppy girl, that's just your normal drinking well. Oh god, that's so gross. I'm sorry. Oh goodness. If you're gonna drink from the toilet, at least, like, I don't know, like, scrub it down with some toothpaste and a toothbrush so you can just, like, minty fresh. Oh god. I don't know, is there any good way to do that? Do not drink the toilet water. I agree. That's probably a bad idea. Even dogs shouldn't be drinking the toilet water. Animals have no chill when it comes to water. If they're thirsty, they're just gonna drink. Charlie is drunk AF. Absolutely. Hey, listen, it is a party. We're supposed to be celebrating. The fish girl, please don't drink in my coffee. Oh, God. So you're saying we're gonna be sleeping with the fishes, see? I grew up with some Italians in my family. I remember, like, one time, I didn't know what this word meant at first. They'd always be like, you know, Rain, you gotta go. I need you to do it this way, capiche? And I remember asking my mom one day, and I'm like, what does capiche mean? Like, I always keep saying capiche, right? But, like, what does it mean? And she's like, Rain, it means, do you understand? It's like, understood? Question mark? That's, like, what they're saying. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. And then my mom was like, Itsubatas do nada, which I guess means you're very stupid. So yay! She's obviously joking. Well, okay, kind of partially. I was a little bit of a dumb girl growing up. Listen, I wasn't always so smart and clever, right? It took time. I had to learn. It was a learned skill. It wasn't natural. Often ask me why I have trans girlfriend. Like, why is she liking me? Listen, like, honestly, like, I've always kind of thought about that. Like, as of right now, I identify as lesbian, right? But like, and of course, I would date another transgender woman. That would be totally fine for me. Like, I like girls in general. I guess the better way to phrase it is like girl-like creatures would be a better way to like phrase it. Right? But like that would be a little interesting to get back into a relationship with a cisgender woman again. Because I don't know, maybe I'd feel like the odd one out there. That's just my perspective from it. But again, I'm not like, as somebody who identifies as demisexual and demi-romantic, like again, I'm probably the worst one to ask for any opinion about it. Like I'm probably the last one you want to like get any insight or advice from. I have no idea. Even know people like me half the time. Unless somebody like outright tells me they have a crush on me, I don't even know. I'm just like, wow, they're really nice to me all the time. Wow, they're so nice. They're so nice. They must just like really want to be my friend. I remember a long time ago too, I was talking to somebody. And this girl told me, like, when we first started talking, she's like, I just want to be friends. And I was like, okay, cool. So we started talking and we're like friends for like 2 months. Right? And then like one day she comes up to me and she's like, you know, like we could be like more than friends if you wanted. And I'm like, I thought you said we were just friends. And she's like, well, yeah, but you're cool. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know. Like I said, I'm weird about this stuff. And like that's the thing too, is like, who wants to hear that as a reaction? Like, oh, okay, thanks for the heads up, right? And like the worst part is too, is like we didn't even date for a short period of time, right? But it's like, I mean, come on, what a letdown, right? Like you finally, I mean, this person must have like taken a lot of courage for them to even bring that up to me. And then I'm just like, that's cool, thanks. Appreciate the update. Tell Salskin she's based. She's always based. I love Salskin. I love all of you. I brought this up so many times on live stream, but I remember streaming for hours and hours by myself playing Vox Libre, and nobody would watch me. Nobody would watch my streams. Nobody would tune in. I used to like call it talking to the ghost in my head, like because I'd be narrating like what I'm doing to an audience of nobody. Like, talk about, like, the most schizophrenic thing you could possibly do is, like, be all alone, not only in your own home, right? But, like, all alone in your YouTube chat, narrating what you're doing by yourself. Holy crap. What a crazy thing to be doing. Like, the self-realization I had, like, that's what was making me so depressed. It's like, wow, good job sitting there talking to yourself for 2 hours, you crazy bitch. Oh, goodness. I almost gave up back then. I've told this story before. But then, one of my friends was like, you know, who cares if anybody watches? You're just having fun, right? Like, just keep going. Keep doing it. And then, a couple of streams later, Dark Raven showed up and started watching my streams. Starlight System. Speaking of ace demi, I'm in a relationship with a sex-repulsed asexual now. And I think it's going to work out just fine. Oh. Okay, so there is hope for me, you're saying. You're saying that there's a chance. I think when I'm ready, I'll cross that bridge, but like I still gotta work through like a lot of my gender identity issues and my transition related issues first. Like I really want to be in a good, healthy place before I even consider another relationship with anybody else. Like, I get it, they can help me, they can maybe help me work through some of these issues too, but it's like, I don't know, I've done that before. I want to be healthy this time if I'm gonna give myself to somebody, right? Like, that's like just something I've thought about personally. Rain is an awesome Aw, Ari. All of you are being so sweet and kind to me. I really don't deserve this. I don't deserve it. I'm just an ordinary girl. I mean, think about this, right? Like, I know the channel's been going since, like, 2022, and I used to be, numbers can be fun, right? Like, but, like, honestly, like, I'm just ordinary, right? Like, I just showed up one day, and, like, just tried my best, and I don't know how I got so lucky to meet all of you. Like, I don't know what I did, but, like, I'm so proud of the choices I've made and the decisions I've made, and they've not been easy. My entire life, though, is completely different than what it once was. It has been a very hard journey for me to get to where I am today. To come out of the closet and to, like, come out publicly on the channel. To even admit that I was a girl was a huge thing for me. It was really hard on me. I was so scared it was gonna ruin my channel, too. Like, honestly, like, I really thought, like, I hadn't even crossed over 1,000 subscribers. Like, I was right, I think I was, like, at, like, 950 subscribers when I came out on the channel, and I remember thinking to myself, like, releasing that coming out video, I'm like, well, there we go. Get ready to bleed off all your subscribers, right? They're nobody's gonna accept this, right? And, really, like, more people subscribed than I, like, the people who ended up subscribing to the channel from that video ended up outweighing the losses that I received over it. So it was, like, a net positive for me, which I guess, considering my mindset, that was, like, literally the best outcome I could have asked for. I became an ally when I joined Fetty in 2022. My support for queer people solidified when I joined Misky Instances. I'll just do 3 more shots. You're cut off, Charlie. You better do 3 shots of water. Became an NB secretly last year when I asked Ambrosia about becoming an NB. Aw, Ari, that's kind of similar to how I was. Like, I was very secretive about, like, asking about becoming trans. Especially to my friends who are, like, already, like, hey, you know, if you ever have any questions, you're super cool. You can come talk to me about it, and I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. And I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Very much cis. Very much cis over here. Don't you worry about me. I've never thought about a single thing. No. Questioning my gender identity, that'd be crazy. Well, at least for me, it'd be crazy, right? Like, nope. No problems here. I think some of my friends knew. I think they knew. I think they knew what was going on. Some of them were like, yeah, like, some of them even said that, like, Ray, like, we could just tell by, like, your behavior. You were in the closet super deep. I was so deep in the closet, I didn't even know I was in a closet. I thought I could see daylight. Guess it was just a hallucination. I'm just a regular old ally. So many awesome, wonderful people who come here. Like, honestly, like, it doesn't matter what you identify as either. Like, you're all welcome here. Everybody is allowed to participate and be here, and that's what I love the most. I really want to, I want to join everybody together and, like, normalize that. Like, it's great that we've got a lot of LGBTQ folks here, but you know, I want to bring in as many cisgender folks as I can because I want to normalize this for them. I want them to see that we have a good time here and there's nothing weird, right? I think a lot of cis people, like, interact with our community and they're expecting that things need to be very different, and, like, that's not always true. Just come in here and have a normal good time like you would with anybody else, and, like, literally that's the best thing you could do. Just treat me like you would treat any other girl that you would interact with, and you're already doing it right. And which 99.99% of you already do. Oh my goodness! Escape, thank you for the 5 memberships! I think we're capped out on memberships. I don't see people getting gifted memberships anymore. I think you all maxed me out on memberships. But don't you worry. Oh, speaking of membership, so anybody who got gifted a membership or signed up for a membership or anything like that, I wanted to, like, this is probably a good jumping point, a good way to segue into, like, the next part of the stream that I wanted to talk about. So, changes to the YouTube channel. And I know, change can be scary sometimes, but I promise, this is going to be a positive change. A positive change. So, a couple of things that we're going to change. We're going to change the streaming schedule slightly. So, Wednesdays from now on, I'm not going to be streaming anymore. So, live streams will be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'll do an optional 5th stream on the weekend if I feel like it, but probably not because I really do need more rest days. Wednesdays are going to be my content creation day from now on. So all my YouTube shorts, all my content that I need to make for the upcoming weeks will become my day to do that. And Wednesdays also will be my day to hang out with the community as well. Since the weekends I'm going to reserve for IRL and spending time like doing things in my IRL life. And I figured that's going to be a good work-life balance for me. One other thing that I'm going to change, I know a lot of you have hung around and you're like, oh, wow, Raid could go forever with the live streams, right? Like, we've all been here for the 8 to 10 hour live streams before. And that's wonderful that I can do that. It's exhausting. It's hard to do. And after a certain point, like, I find that there's no benefit to just keep streaming that long. It just exhausts me more and more and more and more, and then I have less time to do things that I need to be working on. So we're probably going to keep the live streams to about 2 to 4 hours going forward. And I think that's also going to help with my work-life balance and reduce my personal stress a lot more. The memberships are the friends we made along the way. Ah, I love the way you phrased that. Okay, I'm gonna start. My heart already has one hole. Don't give yourself too many heart palpitations. That'd be bad for you. Okay, so like one last thing too I wanted to cover is I have been having a lot of trouble making content for the channel. And some of it is because I've overextended it. Mostly my fault. I'm the one in control of my schedule, right? And I do these things to myself, and I also make the decision to stream for way too long. So that's also why. But, like, we are also, as a community, scheduling too many games at the same time, I think. And it's becoming hard to, like, kind of stay on top of. And also, like, the content kind of just feels like, well, it's great that we did it for that live stream, right? But, like, what are we doing with that, right? Like, what's going on with that, like, game then? Like, we just played it once, and then it's just, like, kind of just sits there and touch it again, right? Like, I don't know. Or we go back to it later when I have time. So what I'm thinking from doing from now on is the live streams are going to be based on, like, the game that we're currently trying to work on. And there's going to be a goal, right? It's either beat the game or play through it for the first time, or maybe I'm doing a challenge with it, right? But whatever it is, those are what the live streams are going to be focused on. And what we're going to start doing is during the live streams, that is going to be me filming an episode for the channel. So when I play Vox Libre, all of that Vox Libre live stream that you watched with me and we all had fun enjoying together, well, guess what? Those are all, like, open grounds to being, like, part of the upcoming video when I finally beat the game. So you're going to watch me live play the game, and then once I beat the game and I've completed whatever we're going to do in that game, then a video will be edited and come out on the channel summarizing all of the live streams. So that way nobody has to sit through like a 20-hour playthrough of Vox Libre. They can watch a 30-minute video of me beating the game. And that is like the new direction that I'm going to be going in with the channel. So instead of like doing all this extra work and like playing games independently and then playing the same game on live stream and trying to make 2 videos at the same time and like do all this other stuff, like, because I have a pretty good handle on making like the open source software videos and like the other types of topic videos. Those are fine. I can make those videos. It's just a matter of me sitting down and making them. But like when it comes to the gaming content, like I feel like the live streams are going to be our best asset for that. So we live stream the game, we play the game, we do whatever we need to do in the game, and then I cut together a video, and that becomes an episode for the channel. Oh my god, I almost fell out of the chair. I think it's floor time. I think it's bedtime, Charlie. Replace floor with bed, and you're in a good position, my friend.
Charlie super chatted $1.30. Mwahahaha, I am bank.
I am the bank, yeah. Until you wake up tomorrow morning and you're like, I made some really poor drunk purchasing decisions last night. I've done that before too. In fact, I've actually made drunk purchases before that I've completely forgot about, and like 3 weeks later I get a package and it's like some random thing and I'm like, why the hell would I even buy this? I'm trying to remember what it was I even bought too. It was something stupid. It was a like really dumb purchase.
Charlie super chatted $1.30. I am on floor.
You need to be in the bed, Charlie. Everybody put beds in the chat for Charlie. We gotta get Charlie to bed. Charlie needs a glass of water and bed. So water and beds in the chat for Charlie. That's what I'm doing. Where is it? How do I search emotes? Bed. Now click it. Click the bed. There we go. And then where's the water? There we go, Charlie. That's for you. Charlie needs the water and bed. But Charlie, thank you so much for being so generous. All of you. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart. I know I mentioned this at the end of all my live streams, but like, do people actually know what I do with the contributions that go to this channel? Like, do they understand like what's going on here? Like, I think a lot of people don't understand, like, when I say, oh, I need revenue for the channel, right? Like, I need revenue, right? So, like, running a YouTube channel isn't free. If you're doing it as a hobby, it's free, right? But then again, you're only doing it as a hobby, so, you know, most hobbies are an expense, right? You're not doing anything for fun, usually, that will make you profit at the end of the day, right? So, you know, that's a sunk cost, but that's a sunk cost people can live with because, you know, they're getting what they want out of it, right? They're getting an enjoyable experience. But, like, if you want to really run a YouTube channel, well, you need revenue. And that's something that this channel hasn't gotten. We've only recently started seeing revenue come in for the channel through super chats, through donations. And of course, obviously, like the independent campaign for the wheelchair, which is an entirely its own separate thing, right? But like that's really important because here's the thing. As of right now, I'm the only one on the channel who can do anything. I do all the editing. I do all the live streams, every single YouTube short that you see on the channel.
Charlie super chatted $3.25. You can do whatever you want with the money. I'm not using it. Wait, I have so many characters I can use. Mwahahaha.
Well, it's not a waste of money because I would have just wasted it, right? Like, is that the mentality you're going for there, Charlie? You're not wasting my money because I would have just wasted it anyways. You're putting it to better use than I could. See where you're going. I see what your strategy is. Can I finance my HRT? I don't know. I mean, like, they have Klarna now, which oh god, don't even get me started on those buy now, pay later things. I hate them. Nobody needs to be buying now and paying later on their breakfast burrito. Jesus, I'll just make you a breakfast burrito if you're that hungry. Nobody needs to put it on, like, credit. You shouldn't be putting your groceries on credit. If you're putting your groceries on credit, that's not, like, listen, like, we've got to have a conversation. That's not a good situation to be in. That is a very risky game you're playing. Yeah, I love being drunk. You're gonna wake up in the morning and you're gonna be like, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I'm freezing the credit card the next time I'm getting drunk. That's a good strategy for you, Charlie. Here, put it in a thing. We'll call it the Ice Bucket Challenge. There you go. We'll name it after the Minecraft achievement, right? There you go. The next time we do one of these live streams, you've got to freeze the credit card. And you got to chisel your way through the center while you're drunk. There you go. You can only donate if you can get to the card in time before the stream is over. What do we think? What do we think, chat? I think that's a good strategy. Right? Like, think about it. Like, if you're drunk, right, and you want to make that drunk purchase bad enough, and you clawed your way into the center of a frozen, like, block of ice to get your credit card, well, damn, you must have really wanted it. You must have really wanted to do that thing. Money well spent. Like, the best part about the ice, too, is, like, as it melts, it's gonna get more slippery, and because you're drunk, you're gonna mishandle it more and more, so it's gonna become a more frustrating and difficult experience to get into the center of that block of ice. Oh, and no cheating. You're not allowed to just, like, run hot water over it in the sink. That's cheating. No, I want to see you chisel your way through the center of it. How many licks does it take to get to the center of my frozen credit card popsicle? Only one way to find out. At least you'll be well hydrated, right? Listen, we have to think glass half full here. Or maybe a cup of ice half full here. But don't. Okay, that was super stupid. Oh my goodness. And there goes all of my subscribers. Unsubscribed. Membership canceled. Disliked. I don't know. What else can you do? Violently shot out of a cannon into the sun. If you are what you eat, then Charlie is sippable. Ooh, I like that. I remember one time I went to a bar and I got like this espresso martini. And the guy was like, okay, I can make this one of two ways for you. I can make it light and sweet, or I can make it dark and mysterious. And I was like, oh my goodness, give me dark and mysterious. Please, please give me dark and mysterious. But there's not even, like, how is this even a choice? Yes, dark and mysterious every time. It was amazing. I loved it. And I loved that I got a choice.
Charlie super chatted $1.30. If I get up I'm a FQLL over, what do I do?
I love how the TDS actually read the typo out like that. That was so cute. Bed. Everybody put beds in that. You need a bed. You need bed, Charlie. You need bed. You need beds and head pats. That's what you need. You need a good night head pat. That's what you need. I'm putting head pats in the chat. Crawl it better, sleep. I've slept on the floor before too. I remember one time. Okay, alright. So here's like very young Rain. Okay, very young Rain. So very young Rain got invited to a party with like a bunch of like people I used to know, right? We were like, it was a crazy party. We had a bonfire. Everybody was drinking excessive amounts of alcohol. I don't remember blacking out or passing out. I don't remember anything. What I do remember is waking up at like 2:45 in the morning on somebody's living room floor, like completely in the clothes that I was wearing the night before with my shoes on. My mouth was completely dry. I had to go to the bathroom super badly, right? And there was just like so many, like, I'm gonna refer to them as corpses. They're not corpses, right? But there's like corpses everywhere from like other people who didn't also make it to a bed and just passed out on the floor somewhere. And I'm like, oh god, this is not the place to be. I can't be here for the next several hours waiting for people to wake up, right? So like in the moment, my momentary decision, which was a really stupid decision on my part because this is fall, mind you, fall in the northeast of the United States, so it's already getting chilly out, was to walk home. I got up, like crawled over like as many people as I could without disturbing them, and very quietly opened the front door to the house and snuck out and started walking home. And I got like maybe 20 minutes before I started like freezing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a super stupid decision, right? So I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm like freaking out because now I'm like kind of too far to start like walking back. I'm like already halfway to my house, right? And somebody drives like up next to me and they're like, hey, you look a little lost. Are you trying to get back to town? And I'm like, yes. Now, like, every alarm bell in my head is ringing right now because, like, accepting a ride from a stranger is, like, a really sketchy thing to do. But considering that I would have had to walk the next 45 minutes in the freezing cold, I took the ride. I took the ride with the stranger. It was super risky, and I was, like, huddled up against the door the entire time, like, with my hand on, like, near the handle, ready to jump out for my life, but I took it, and they are actually really nice, and they just dropped me off, and they were, like, totally normal. I'm just like, what are you doing? I was like, I was drinking with my friends, and, like, I didn't want to, like, drive, so they picked me up, and then I didn't have a way to get home, and they're like, oh, that's, like, the responsible thing to do, and I'm like, yeah, thanks. Anyways, so, like, don't be doing that, though. That's probably bad advice, right? It just happened to work out well for me that one time. God, I did so many dumb things when I was young. So many stupid decisions. Oh, welcome, Blue. Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I missed you earlier, by the way. I've got so many funny stories like that. Oh, you want to hear a funny drinking story? Alright, so who here has ever heard of the game Funnel? Like, you know, like the funnel, like as in, like, you know, you're funneling liquids into something? So, okay, I'll explain the concept of this drinking game for those who are unfamiliar with it. So, here's what you do. And I learned this in the Marine Corps. Okay, so this is what ended up happening. So they're like, Rain, we're drinking tonight. You want to play the game Funnel with us? And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll play Funnel. I'm bored, I want to drink. And they're like, okay. So here's what we do. We take one of those, like, beer bong funnels, right? And we shove it down the front of your pants, right? And we put a quarter on your head. And you gotta look straight up. And you have to try to drop the quarter into the funnel when you move your head down, right? And if you get the quarter in the funnel, we have to take a shot. But if you miss, then you have to take a shot. And I was like, okay, this sounds fair, right? This seems like a fun game, right? Like, okay, I'm in. Let's do this, right? So I go ahead, tilt my head back. I put the quarter on my head. I'm starting to get it adjusted, right? And the next thing I know, ice cold water was poured down the front of my pants, and it looked like I pissed myself. And that's how you play Funnel. You just get somebody gullible enough to fall for it, and you've already played the game. Oh yes, it's Blue's birthday today. I almost forgot. Blue, happy birthday. Oh my gosh. All right, we gotta do some kind of like, kind of cake. They have a cake emoji. We need a cake emoji. We're doing cake emojis in the chat for Blue's birthday. Look, so many reasons to celebrate with the community today. Barely speak English? Well, in your condition, I can imagine that'd be pretty difficult for me, too. You already ate cake? I gotta go out and get me a nice little treat later, too, to celebrate today. Oh, I've got so much stuff going on in my personal life right now. Oh yeah, speaking of that, I actually, I'm glad that we're segueing into that too. I just want to apologize to everybody for this week. Yeah, I've had a lot of things going on in my personal life. And now that the situation is resolved, I'm finally like a lot more comfortable kind of bringing it up to the community. But like, I didn't want people to like freak out or get worried because like I've got people in my life who are here to help. But like, you know, I've had to make some personal changes to some things in my life, and that has preoccupied a lot of my time this week. This was a very sudden change. This is not something I'd planned for. I know I make a lot of jokes that, you know, like in the moment, like when we're having fun and stuff like that, like, we'll just figure it out on the fly and whatnot, right? Like, I mean, but that's kind of like almost like...
Charlie super chatted $3.25. Do you need a cake? 'Cause I'm pretty flat, but I can buy you ONW.
Oh my goodness, you don't need to buy me a cake. You've already I'll tell you what, I'll use that $5 you just donated to me, and it's going to a cake. I'll send you a picture in the Discord later. I'll tell you what, I will get a slice of cake from the store. I will take a picture, and I will send it to you, Charlie. I promise you that $5 is going towards a slice of cake. Now I can celebrate Blue's birthday too. Look, I have so many reasons to enjoy a slice of cake. Because Charlie's so generous, because it's Blue's birthday, and because we're celebrating my awesome, amazing community who bought me a goddamn wheelchair. So anyways, I understand that I've been sick this week. I've had to, like, do a lot of things that I didn't really plan for and that I didn't really have to expect to do at the last minute. But the situation is going to very likely be resolved by the end of this weekend. So I understand if, like, some people have reached out to me and they're like, "Are you okay? Is everything fine?" Everything's fine. Everything's good. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm a little sick. I'm a little under the weather. I've had to do things that I didn't really want to have to do, but everything's good there. So anybody who's been worried, don't. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Everything's fine. So, but I wanted to bring it up and address it because I know a lot of you do pay attention, and trust me, I do appreciate it. I really do, because you're there for me. Like, if I did need the help, I promise I would bring it up with the community. Like, if something was so bad in my life, I would tell you all about it, right? Be like, I can't hide it from y'all anymore. It's not like the old days, right? It's not like before, like when I had the accident and this YouTube channel was starting, right? I had the accident and I was gone for 2 years and nobody batted an eye. Not a single person cared that I stopped making content. Nobody even knew who I was. I only had a couple hundred subscribers. I think I had like 400 subscribers when I got into the accident, right? Like, nobody even cared. Nobody knew who I was. Nobody said anything about me disappearing for like nearly 2 years, right? Like, so it's so much different now, though. It's so much different. Like, if something happened, though, the community's always going to be the first to know. But thank you all for being patient with me this week. I want to be here with all of you. Like, when I set up the schedule and I do things, like, I want to follow through on them because I enjoy being here with all of you. Like, this is spending time with all of you. Like, because a lot of you are my friends, right? Like, when I started out doing this, like, a lot of you who started first coming here and watching were my friends. And now I know there's a lot more of you and more.
Charlie super chatted $1.30. If you left now, I would actually cry.
Oh my goodness. No, I'm not going anywhere. I promise you. I have no plans to go anywhere anytime soon. In fact, I want to try to grow the channel as big as I possibly can. I don't know where the end of the journey of my, like, YouTube journey will be. I don't know where I'll land. I don't know how far I'll get. I don't know how many subscribers, like, I'll get or how far, like, my name will get out there. But, like, you do have my commitment that no matter where we're going on this little crazy adventure we all signed up for, I'm not stopping until we get to the very end. You have my commitment on that. I am not giving up. No matter what. And that's kind of like what was going on this week, is that no matter what happened in my personal life, no matter how much that took me by surprise and how stressful that was and how hard it was for me, I wanted to persevere because I care about all of you and I want to keep this thing going no matter what. And I will do the things I need to do in my life to make sure that we always have a safe place here in Rain's Refuge. If you're a droplet looking for a home, well, Rain's got the refuge for you. But one thing I do want to say too, and this is something that you won't hear from a lot of content creators' mouth, is it's also okay to stop supporting a content creator at a certain point too. This doesn't get brought up a lot by YouTubers, but I don't want to be the typical YouTuber that's always support me, always give to me, always grow Rain, right? Always grow this channel, like, you know, like literally simp for me so that I can, like, make my channel success. Absolutely not. Number one, it's funny as a meme, right? But, like, that's never what this has been about for me. And number two, like, it's always just like, I just want to make sure that like we have like a good, healthy community. I care about all of you more than anything else, more than me, more than the success of this channel, right? Like, no, like, if I never get what I want out of this, that's totally fine. As long as we all have a good time here. That's my goal. There's so much craziness going on in the world right now. We really need a place for all of us where we can tune all of that out. We can tune out the mess. We can tune out the horrible stuff that we see in the news every single day. And we can just have a moment where we can be ourselves. Because that's the most important thing that we could do, is we can be true to ourselves and find shared happiness with those who are like us. Ari, if I stop being almost home, I'll pay for your university next year. Oh my goodness, Charlie, that'd be fine. I'm sure that would be life-changing for Ari. That would probably be more life-changing than my wheelchair. I mean, that wheelchair, though. The things I'm going to be doing in that wheelchair, like, I promise you, I'll be taking lots of pictures, doing lots of cool things. When I go hiking and stuff like that, I might even just post videos. Like, I might even put, like, a phone mount on, like, the wheelchair and just take videos of just me racing around in it. Be like, who wants to do zoomies with rain? And if you ever needed to flee the country, I have several available temporary housing. Yeah. Here's the thing, too. Like, a lot of people have brought this up recently. And I get it. There's a lot of... I don't usually bring up, like, U.S. politics stuff, but this is directly related to me, and people have brought this up to me several times on an individual basis about, like, what's going on in my own country, my own backyard, about the persecution that we're seeing of certain groups of individuals within my own country. Here's my position on it. 1, I understand the fear. 2, I agree with the fear. We should be worried about this, right? Like, because this is not a good thing that they're doing. 3, at the end of the day, no matter what, I'm sorry, but, I was born here. I'm not proud of my military service, but I served this country. I swore an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, you know, you don't have to follow that oath forever. But, like, I take it seriously. And I'm not going to just run away just because some orange turd wants to play wannabe dictator and monkey around with my rights that I fought for, that I fought to protect and defend. I'm sorry, but, like, no, I'm not leaving. And if that means they're going to round me up one day and throw me in a camp, well, I guess that's what it's going to have to be. But I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I won't leave. I won't flee. I won't flee. No, I will take a stand. This is my country. This is my home. And I have the right to be here. I am valid. I can be a girl if I want to be. And nothing is going to change my mind about that. And I know that's going to be scary, right? But, like, we're not there yet, so don't worry about it. Everything will be fine. And I don't even think that's going to happen. Australia would be a country I'd move to. I love Australia. The food is great there. I love jacaranda trees. They're so pretty. The purple leaves are awesome. Why am I not considered spam? Because you're a channel member and I also have you as an approved commenter on the channel. So the filter's ignoring you more than usual. Yeah, Rain, I hear the Marine in your voice. Thank you. I'm glad it comes out sometimes. It does come out. That's what the eye patch is for, too. A lot of people ask about the eye patch. They're like, what are you, missing an eye or something? It's like, Marines are naval-based warriors. Like, our battlefield is usually on some body of water. And sailors wear eye patches. I think I've been over this a few times, too, about, like, how you always keep one eye adjusted to daylight and one adjusted to the darkness. Ooh-rah. Ooh, Ari, you know that. Ooh-rah. Oh, okay. Here's a fun one. Who knows?
Charlie super chatted $3.25. This is the first time I've been out of my work uniform in 3 days. This is weird.
Okay. All right. So when I was in the military, Charlie, I know exactly what you're talking about here. One of the best things you can do is actually regularly change your clothes out of your work uniform. You really need to have that separation between work and personal. And I know some people are like, oh, it's just my work clothes. I'll go out to the bar afterwards in my... Respect yourself. Respect yourself. You're in your free time. Change it to something that reflects who you are. You don't have to wear the company's thing all the time. Come on. As soon as I would get into the house, if I was wearing like a company shirt or something, that thing would be right on the floor. I'll deal with that tomorrow. With the rest of the problems they throw on my plate. Charlie, how broken you are. Pretty broke in more ways than one. And if they're not careful and they keep walking around while they're drunk, they're gonna have a broke ass too. Oh, I didn't get to ask my question though. Hold on, wait. Let me drop some more hearts in the chat for Charlie. Who here knows what the word Semper Fidelis is? I'll write it in the chat so you know what it is. Semper Fi. Does anybody know what that actually means? It's Latin. It's Latin. There's your hint. What does it mean? It will explain a lot about who I am as a person if you know what it means. Ari's got it right. Always faithful. Always faithful. That's what it means. Always faithful. No matter what, I will always do my best to try to stay honorable and to try to follow through on the things I say and do. And nobody's perfect, right? But that's not what always faithful is supposed to mean. Always faithful means that, well, I'm always going to try to be there no matter what. It's something that has stuck with me. It is something that I've always believed in. Honor your commitments. Follow through on the things that you say that you are going to do. And if you can't, just be honest with people that you can't do it. Because most people are more understanding than you give them credit for.
Charlie super chatted $1.30. Made it to bed. So comfy. Might not last. ZZ.
Oh my goodness, finally, we got him. We got Charlie into bed. We got Charlie into bed. We are victorious. That is one of the stream goals now completed. Hugs for Charlie. They have been amazing. They have been an amazing supporter. They have been an amazing friend. They have been providing a very awesome and entertaining experience for all of us in the chat with their drunken antics. Charlie, thank you so much, my friend. And if you don't make it, well, you sleep well. I never sleep. Ah, what are you trying to be me? Who is it? There was another person in the chat like recently. They're like, oh, I can keep up with you. And I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure you can keep up with my sleep schedule? Are you really certain you really want to put that to the test? I will be better than you. All right, good luck. Let me know when you make it there. I'm gonna just say this. I have like 20 years of experience on you. So, like, when I say, like, you've got to wake up pretty early in the morning to pull one over on Old Rainy, like, I mean it. Like, trust me, I'm not only not sleeping already, but, like, I'm pretty well experienced. This ain't my first rodeo for most things. In fact, it's usually, like, my third or my fourth. Right? Like, some people, like, Charlie was like, how did you know I was going to do this? It's like, I haven't seen, like, the signals for that move, like, 4 times already from other people for other, like, issues. And that's the thing, too, about, like, getting older. And when people are like, wow, like, I've gotten wiser, right? It's not that you get smarter sometimes. It's just that you've seen things so many times. You're like, I already know what this is, where this is going, what direction this is going in, and how horrible of an outcome this will be. Trust me, you don't want to do that. Just take my word on that one. This is a bad idea. How do you know? Just trust me. Just trust me. I know. It's because I've done that same mistake. that you're about to do. I'm not that good at waking up early to see these streams. Well, good news for you. I'm going to be scheduling them a little later. So probably like 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from now on. All right, I'm going to take a break for 2 seconds. I need to get some more water. I will be right back. And then we're going to start segueing into updating the thank you card for the stream, which I thought would be fun if we could all do that together. All right, I am back. Did everybody miss me? Probably not. I was just here a minute ago. Can't miss me that quickly. All right, so before we get into like the thank you part of the stream, there are 3 people that I wanted to bring up that were very, very, very like key on like getting like the ball rolling on the whole goal for the wheelchair. So the very first person I wanted to shout out is Lemon Zest. So Lemon Zest, we've all seen them in the stream. They're in the Discord. They are a Linux enthusiast, and when they first saw that I created a goal for the wheelchair, they noticed it on one of my live streams, but like I wasn't really doing much. I hadn't brought it up with the community at all. It was just like something I was toying with, and they were the very first person to donate towards the goal. So they got it kicked off. So Lemon Zest is a VIP because not only did they kick off the entire goal, but they were also the one who sniped it at the very end and got the final donation in. Lemon Zest also donated generously throughout the entire campaign to get more people to start contributing as well. So I just want to say a very special thank you to Lemon Zest, because honestly, if I hadn't had the conversations I had with them about it and them encouraging me to give it a try and just see if the community would be willing to help me out with this, I probably wouldn't have done it at all. I probably would have just taken the gold out and just be like, you know what, I'll figure out my own wheelchair situation. So, a very special thank you to Lemon Zest. I also wanted to say a very special thank you to my friend Puniko, who also gave a very large and generous donation. Puniko is a Fediverse admin. So she's a social media website administrator. She's a friend of mine. She's a fellow artist. She's somebody who's donated towards my art in the past, who has given support in the past, and this time she made a generous contribution towards my wheelchair. So just something that I wanted to bring up and mention very specifically as well. And the final person I wanted to bring up, who gave a very, very large donation towards the wheelchair. Actually, I think there's 2 other people. So, but the next one I wanted to mention was Julia. So Julia, for those who don't know, is the lead developer for the software Sharky. Sharky is a video I have covered on this channel in the past. It's a video I'm remaking. It is the social media software that I not only love, but use every single day. It is the software that powers transfem.social. So if you follow me on transfem.social, well, guess what? Julia is one of the ones that manages that software. And not only does Julia manage that software, but my very, very first interview for not only for this YouTube channel, but like for the Sharky video was with Julia. We go way back. She knew me as Numbers way back in the day when I was very nervously talking to her about all of this Sharky stuff. And there's a funny story that goes with that, because like when we were like right about to start this interview, like I'd never used Discord before, right? I literally downloaded Discord so I could have this interview with Julia and a couple of the other developers. And as I start the interview and turn the microphone on, I like whip my hand across my desk and knock a can of soda off my desk onto the floor. So I'm literally trying to clean up the spilled soda mess as I'm like introducing myself to them, and it's just a horrible mess. Great start to my YouTube career, right? But I wanted to say a very special thank you to Julia as well. And I also wanted to say a very special thank you to Charlie, who has been our most recent top contributor to the channel. Now, they didn't give a lot of direct support towards the wheelchair, but honestly, that's okay too, because I do need a lot of support for the channel as well. Because the things that I will be working on, the editors that I plan to hire, the games that I play on the channel, they're not free. They come out of my pocket. So anytime somebody donates, it usually goes towards game, towards some sort of, you know, maybe a purchase to hire an editor for the channel. It goes back into the channel in some capacity. So anybody who contributes directly to the channel, again, bottom of my heart, because now you're helping all of us make better content. Well, you're helping me make better content for all of us. That's the way I meant to phrase that. Sorry, that came out poorly phrased. There are so many people who donated so much, though, and contributed so much. All of you deserve praise and thanks and love and hearts and head pats for all of this, for everything. My bank kept blocking the account when I tried to... That's okay. That's okay. Everybody contributed in their own way. If you could only share, if you could only, like, just spread the word, that's more than enough. That's all I've ever asked for from anybody that comes here. You don't have to give me money. You don't have to help me buy a new wheelchair. You don't have to do anything. You know what the best thing that you all can do for me is come here, hang out with me, and sometimes tell your friends, hey, I know this cool girl on YouTube if you want to check out her content. Or hey, she draws some really cool stuff. You want to see her artwork? That is literally the best thing you can always do for me. And that's going till the end of time. Doesn't matter if I somehow magically acquire 1 million subscribers, I'm still going to stick to that. The best way you can always support me is to just be there and hang out with me and maybe share my content if you think somebody else is going to like it too. But where was Lemon Zest? I haven't seen Lemon Zest in a little bit. Maybe they're lurking. Maybe they fell asleep. Don't worry, I'll send them a clip of what I said about them later. Or somebody be cool and go back and clip that real quick and pop lemon zest in the Discord. Give them lots of head pats. Okay, so the last thing that we need to do is I need to update the thank yous on the title screen. So I'm gonna try to do this with the chat window open. If it becomes a disaster, I'm gonna take the chat down for a few minutes so that I can work on it. But let's go ahead and see what we can get done there. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the thank yous on. Okay, it's a little weird with the chat, but I think it'll be okay. Let me know if it gets too annoying. I can move the chat somewhere else. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just do that now? Where is it? Chat background. Cool. I select both of you at the same time and both of you. I don't think it'll let me do that. It won't. That sucks. Why are you always sucking like this, OBS? Oh, it will let me do it. Great. Actually, let's just do that. And, I don't know, we'll put you all... I don't know where to put you. Over my face? Where do I even put you all right now? I guess you can be over my face for now. How's that look for y'all? That looks super weird. I can make it smaller. I can make it smaller. Hold on. Let me do that. No, I don't want to do that either, actually. Alright, well, we'll move it around as needed. We'll start by putting it over here in the corner. Alright, the one that's going to take the longest to update is going to be the Ko-Fi one, so give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to start going through and updating all the Ko-Fi names. Then I'll grab a list of the YouTube members. We'll update it from there. Wait, do I get a position in all the areas? Yeah, anybody who contributes in any capacity gets to keep their spot. Like, so for like the Ko-Fi members, because usually those are one-offs, like that's fine. If you even donate a single time, your name stays there till the end of time. You are a Ko-Fi supporter. It does not mean you need to be a monthly. Now, YouTube members, that's always going to fluctuate, right? Like, because people will keep their membership, they'll lose it sometimes. Like, some people will want them, some people won't want them, right? So those will change. But every Ko-Fi member who's ever contributed to the channel and the super chatters will obviously get to keep their spot on there. So I do have a section for super chats too. Alright, let me go ahead. Let me get Ko-Fi opened. Oh, you know what also would be a really smart move? If I went to transfem.social and reboosted my stream. Alright, so I went ahead and did that. Let me go to my supporters page here. Let's see. We need to add a couple of names. I'm not going to display it because some of these have, like, IRL pictures next to the username, so I'm not going to pull it up on screen. Give me a second here. I'm just going to start typing the names in. You can see them updated while I do that. So, let's go to Ko-Fi. Let's see here. So, the last one is Ishimbard. That's where we left off. Oh, hold on. OBS is being a little bit of a pain in the butt about this. Oh, goodness, OBS. Oh, goodness, OBS. Really? Okay, alright. Well, at least I know where it is. So, the next one we've got to add is Rexy. Rexy Ronan. Then, we have to add Monzo. Gombik. Wait, let me make sure I spell that correctly. Gombik. We need to add Siri. And we need to add Charlie. And there we go. And now we already have the Ko-Fi updated. Yay! That was easy. That was less work than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my goodness, it's getting so hard to read the text. I might have to split this into 2 columns. Do it, I'm holding out. I'm gonna write a review of the live stream. Ari. I'm not sure how you review a celebration live stream, but hopefully it's been a fun celebration at least. See, Goblina, I just added you over Rexy Ronin on Ko-Fi. I'm still updating it right now, Rex. I haven't done the YouTube members yet. Do you want me to use Rexy Goblina Jones instead? I could change it if you don't want Rexy Ronin. Alright, wait, 1 second. I forgot. I left my charger over on the counter. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Alright, let me go ahead. Let's get the YouTube members thing open. So where am I going to go for that? That would be under Studio, I think. Alright, so where would this be? It would be under the memberships tab. Alright, see my members. Oh, perfect. I could download a CSV. That's exactly what I want. Yay! I like that. That's way easier. Oh, this is going to be so much faster. Yes, 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 yes. I'll take that. Copy. Now I can just overwrite the whole list because this is up to date with everybody's name in it who has the current membership. Perfect. Oh my goodness, look at how... Oh my... You can't even read that! I'm gonna have to split this in half. There's no way. There's no way. Hold on, I gotta do it. I gotta duplicate that. Hold on, copy. Paste, duplicate. Where is it? We're gonna need to split it in half. Okay, under thank you, we'll do it. We'll call it YouTube members 2. There's no way, that's not even readable. Charlie, you're allowed to have one more drink as long as it's a drink of water. I think we should cut Charlie off. Hold on, I'm gonna put it to a vote. We're putting it to a vote, Charlie. We'll let the audience decide. Wait, why can't I start a poll? Oh, because I already had one going. Whoops, I needed to end that. Whoops, we'll start a new poll. Hold on. Wait. Should Charlie stop drinking and go to bed? Go to bed, Charlie. Nah. Let it ride. There we go. Your fate will be decided by the chat, Charlie. Oh, it's already up to 75%. Guys, change it to Rexy Goblina. You got it. I'll take care of that right now before I forget, because I will forget. Okay, we definitely gotta fix the YouTube members thing, though. Hold on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go properties.
Charlie super chatted $3.25. My memory is kind fuzzy right now, but I'm pretty sure I find you while drinking one night. Glad I stuck around. I love the content. Please keep it up.
You got it. I promised you already, Charlie, but I'll reaffirm this commitment to all of you. Rain is not going anywhere. We have survived so many things through this channel. This channel has survived literally me having a near life-ending accident, and I still managed to make my way back nearly 2 years later and start the channel back up again. I promise you, I'm not going anywhere. And hold on, wait. Proof's in the pudding, right? Proof's in the pudding? Hold on, let me show you all something. Let me show you my YouTube journey, right? Give me a second here. Let me pull it up on screen. Let me show you. So we'll go to custom, go back to good old 2021. And where is it? Stream display. There it is. Okay. Here it is. This is my YouTube journey. Let me close the chat real quick. Well, actually, you could kind of see it, right? So, like, down over here, back in 2022, down over here, right? About this time is where I started the channel. And I think it's pretty clear where I got into my accident. You can see it pretty clearly on the timeline where the channel just sat untouched, not growing. No new content. In fact, I actually deleted videos off the channel because I was embarrassed and I thought, like, why get anybody's hopes up about content, right? Like, I'm never going to come back to YouTube ever again. There was a time and place in my life where I didn't think I'd come back.
$1.30. Also, guys, vote Let It Rise.
There was a time... Oh my goodness, Charlie, you in the super chats tonight. You're gonna wake up tomorrow morning, your bank's gonna call you, and they're gonna be like, did you get hacked? Did you get hacked? Did somebody steal your credit card and give it all to this, like, VTuber? Did you know there is a fruit that tastes like chocolate pudding? Wait, what? How am I only learning of this right now? Charlie is feeding. But like I said, we're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. The channel has already survived so much. It has survived my accident. It has survived me coming out of the closet and becoming a girl. No matter what, I think if there's any channel on YouTube that is going to survive at this point, it's going to be our channel and the community that we're creating right here, right now, together. If there is any community and any channel that is proven it has what it takes to survive, it's probably this one. I hate tooting my own horn, but hey, today's a day to celebrate. And you know what? I've earned a pat on the back. Or a pat on the head. How about a pat on the head? I like head way better. Not only have I earned the head pat, but everybody in this chat right now has earned one as well. So don't worry. You come here, you get your honorary head pat from Rain. You've earned it. What an amazing, awesome community we have built together. Okay, hold on. I gotta fix this YouTube members thing. This is awful. Okay, where's the halfway point? I'm thinking we cut it off. Wish I could see. Let me see, like, what that does to it. Oh god, that's still unreadable. No, that's not enough. Oh god, I think we're gonna have to do 3 of them. I don't know how to fix that. That's so big, it's unreadable. We're gonna need 3 of them, I think. Maybe I can make a scrolling list? I don't know how to do that in OBS. I've never had to do that before. Do a scrolling list? Okay. I have to figure out how to do a scrolling list, but I'm sure we can figure it out, right? Can't be that hard. What do I do? Right click, filters. Maybe it's like a filter. Scaling, scroll? Would scroll be the thing I want? Horizontal speed? Okay. Oh, nope, that's not it. So we want that at 0. Okay, I think I got this. Hold on, wait. Okay. Okay, hey, look, that works. So now we just gotta fix the scaling on it. Okay, give me a second. I think we could do this. Hold on, 1 second. Let me remove this one. YouTube members, and then filters. We're gonna add the scroll. Okay. And we'll set it to 245 for now. Oh my goodness, Charlie. You are far too generous, my friend. Okay, now I just gotta get the aspect ratio, like, correct. Like, how do I zoom in on this? Properties. No. Let's... Filters. Add. I think there's a... Gotta be one for scaling. Yeah, scale. Perfect. Wait. How do I do it? Oh, that's not it. 16:9? No. 16:10? No. All of these are bad. 4:3. 1:1? 1920 by 480. No, this is not... I don't think this is the... I don't think this was the answer I was looking for. Oh god, this looks awful. Yeah, no, that's not... This is not it. Scaling and aspect ratio is not the answer. Render delay, scroll, sharpen, crop, add. Maybe I just gotta change the size of the font? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Properties, select font. What's the font size? 70? I don't know. Make it like as big as possible. 256. Did that fix it? Well, it did something to it. I don't know if it fixed it. Let's not do 256. Let's do 150. Let's do something less insane. Oh god, I think we completely broke it. Alright, let's go back to 70. No, not 710. 70. So 70 works. Why don't we go to 100? 100 didn't do anything. What about 120? 120 didn't do anything. Okay, so what about 150? Why is 150 the magic number that makes everything break? 145? Okay. 140? No. 130? Is this even changing anything? 130? I feel like this is not, like... Alright, the scrolling's a good idea, but I think we still have way too many things, like, going on. I don't know, how do I rescale this so it doesn't, like, act so weird? God, I wish I wasn't so crappy at OBS. Zach, their one super chat was over 300 already, so they have definitely given way over $200. An excessive amount. I know, Charlie. Don't worry, I got your back. Don't worry, I got your back, my friend. Scale filtering. Okay, maybe it's this. Or maybe I gotta use transform. No. Can I zoom? Rotate, edit. Scale, edit, transform. Position, rotation, size? Is it size? I don't know, let's try this. 2000? Okay. Well, that changed things, but it didn't change it the way I wanted it to be. Alright, I think this is a good idea, but, like, it's not gonna work with the scrolling the way we thought it was. Like, it's not a horrible idea, but like, oh my goodness, how are we gonna deal with this? My liver and kidney are already failing. I await the day. Oh goodness. You better be drinking water. I hate when I do that, when I get into bed and I leave the lights on. Awful. Limit width. Oh, maybe limit width? No. Limit height? There we go. Oh, yeah. Perfect. I figured it out. Yay. Okay, we're getting there. Alright, hold on. Wait. Oh, yes. Okay, hold on, wait. Yay! Yeah. This is good. This works. Alright, how's that look? What do we think of this? I think this is the best way to go. Alright, let me just change it because I think it needs another hard return here. Oh wait, did I just break it? Oh crap, I just broke it. Whoops, okay, don't do that. They didn't like that. I guess we're gonna have to put the hard returns at the end. Okay. That works. Don't put a hard return at the beginning. It doesn't like that. Well, this sucks because now I can't, like, the only bad thing about doing it on the scrolling is now I can't take a screenshot because now I can't get everybody's name into one screen. Simply absolutely amazing, though. This looks good. Maybe we should do this with all of them. Hold on, let me try it on the Ko-Fi too. So we go properties. No, not properties. We go filters. We go add. Scroll. We'll do that. And then limit height to 5,000. I think what it was. Okay. And then all I gotta do is change the how fast it's going. So how fast was the other one going? 245. Let's make that a solid 250. And go back over here. Filters. Make that 250 as well. Properties. Alright, what else did I change? There's something different about this that made the text bigger. Or is it just the way I have it on the screen? Hold on. YouTube members. Move this over a little bit. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. I see. Okay. So if I do this... No, it didn't work. Properties. Select font. Let's do 140. There we go. That does it. Properties. Oh, it doesn't add the returns at the end. It ignores them. Ooh. Oh, hold on, wait. I got a creative solution to this. Hold on. I got a creative solution to this. Ooh. Hold on, wait. I know what to do. We'll do 2 little line breaks like that. So that people know where it starts and stops. Wait, what the heck? How did that break that? Wait, what? What did I do? No, don't do that. Or do I just have to rescale it? Is that the problem? No? Oh darn, what did I do? Oh crap. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. Yay! I think this looks awesome, actually. And the other ones, they can kind of stay like that. The super chatters, I gotta do those next. Hold on. Alright, so we're gonna move the chat real quick. Give me a second. Where is it? Elements.
Charlie super chatted $1.30. I'm a hazard.
You are definitely a hazard. You are the hazard, my friend. That sounds like a quote from Breaking Bad. Wait, what is the thing that Walter said like that? I am the danger or something like that? I can't remember how Walter phrased that, but I always loved that scene for Breaking Bad. Hazard to their own bank account? They're definitely a hazard to their own financial well-being, if nothing else. I'm a liability to... Charlie, are you a liability to yourself? Listen, you're in good company. I'm a liability to myself as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, alright, let's go through the super chatters. Okay, so that would be over... Where is it? Supers and gifts. Okay. See all. So who are we missing off of this list? Okay, so we left off on Aubrey, was the last person I recorded for a super chat. Let me go back over here. So I see where Aubrey did that. Do we have Monzo on the list too? I think we do. Do we? We don't. Wow, okay, okay, so we missed Monzo. Okay, give me a second. I just want to make sure I grab everybody. Monzo the Clown. Let's see here. Did we get Cat the Leopardess? We did. We have to get Gombik. We got Lane. Did we get JVPKO? Are they on this list? They are not. JVPKO. Is Mike H on this list? They should be. If they're not... Yep, Mike Harvey. Okay, got them there. Escape. Chris Harrington. Did we have Escape on this list? Oh, yes, Escape. Oh, it's Escape. Go. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Okay, alright, hold on. Let me fix that now that I've got it open. There we go. That fixes that. And then, let's see here. Mike H, BPKO, Lane. Did we get Lane on here? Lane is on there, yep. Charlie, Monzo, Gombik. Monzo, Charlie, Gombik. There we go. Serena. That's the other one we're missing, Serena. Who else? Who else? I think we got them all. I think we got it all. Alright, so let me go ahead. I'll pull this down like that. We'll adjust this a bit. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. There's no reason to really maybe scroll this one since the list is so small. What my Steam ID is? Oh, I thought I had that shared on my Discord. Wait, you all can't, like, add me on Steam through my Discord? Oh, you super chatted before Escape, so I added you to the super chatters. think the card is fully updated. I think we're good to go. There's probably a few people that I have to look up the purchases for. But let's just take a good gander at this for a second and just make sure we're really happy with it. I think it looks awesome. This looks really good. Actually, I'm gonna record this for a second just so I have something I can post on social media, because unfortunately, if I tried to take a screenshot of this, I'm never gonna get all of these names into one single clip. So I need to clip this or something. You know what? I won't record it. I'll clip it or something. But my goodness, look at how many people are on the screen. I can't even fit all the names. This is insane. If you told me over a year ago.
Charlie super chatted $3.25. I'm talking Miku Miku.
Oh my goodness.
You missed me on merge.
I missed you on. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. I was like, I knew I forgot something about the merge. Oh my goodness. By the way the TTS read out that ooh was absolutely adorable. I don't have a Miku emoji to use for this situation. Damn it. Alright, well, I have to give you teacups instead. Oh, we can use the joy one too. That one's a good one. That's as Miku-esque as I can get for you right now. Alright, hold on. Let me update the merch one. Stop. Is anybody else bought something? Did anybody else buy a t-shirt that I'm not aware of? If you bought something from the shop and your name's not on this list, let me know. The shop is a little harder for me to track. Also, it uses a lot of IRL names, so unless I know your nickname, I'm not going to just put your IRL name up there, because that's probably not great. Unless your YouTube name is your IRL name, then that's on you, because that's how you publicly identify. But if it's not part of a username, then I'm probably not going to display it, just to be safe. I won't stop until I get on Throne. I mean, you're pretty much on every single way. You're on one for each of the lists so far, so the only one left is Throne. For those who don't know what the Throne is my wish list. So stuff that I need for the channel or for my personal life, I go through there and I shop on there myself too. I also sometimes will put money towards things that I need for the channel, but I update that every once in a while. But all of the art supplies that you're going to see for the upcoming art live streams that we're going to be doing soon, those are all purchased by Kat, by Mike, and by Pretty Good. They bought some awesome art supplies for me for the live streams. So far, they have been Kat has been the most generous out of all of them. She is an artist as well. She also works on different masks and different sculptures and stuff. She doesn't draw as much anymore, but she loves my artwork, so she's been extremely supportive in the art capacity. So all of the cool new art supplies, I'll make sure to bring it up when I use some of the stuff that she bought for me. But a lot of the really cool stuff that we're going to be working with was donated by Kat herself. I try not to put stupid things on the Throne account either. There are 2 stupid purchases on the Throne account. I just to warn you, I put them under the list of nobody buy me this, because they're absolutely useless. One of them is the vinyl disc. It is the vinyl soundtrack to Needy Streamer Overload. I don't even have a vinyl disc player. I just want it. And then the other one is an Ame figurine, again, for the same reason. I just want it. There's no good reason anybody should buy me those things or contribute money to them. But they are there because I love them and they're adorable. And someday I'll get them for myself. But for now, they're just going to hang out on my wish list. Can't even afford food? Or would be. You take care of you first. Don't worry. Listen, I've lived a long life taking care of myself. You take care of you first. And you just come back here and you hang out. And that's all you need to do. Maybe like my stream. That also helps. That's also really helpful. That's a really easy thing you could do to help. And that actually helps tremendously. we're gonna wrap up the stream here in a couple of minutes. I wanted to like kind of make this like an all-day thing, but as I mentioned, there's a lot going on in my personal life right now, and I have other things that I need to take care of and I need to do. But I should have all of that wrapped up over the weekend. And we're gonna start going into the new style of content that I mentioned and I brought up earlier on the stream. So don't worry, we're going to get to all of the games that we want to play, but we're going to finish out the games that we've started, and we're going to turn them into content, and they're going to be episodes for the channel. And then that way things don't get too overwhelming going forward. But I think we're all on the same page here. I mean, what do I even say? I've said it a million times already, this stream. But I think one final awesome thank you to everybody in the community is warranted here. So I just want to say one final time from the bottom of my heart to yours, thank you all so much for everything that you've done for me, for being here, for showing up, for liking the stream, for sharing my artwork with your friends, for telling people about this new content creator you found on YouTube, for all of the donations, for the 112% support we got for my new wheelchair, for all the individual contributions in the form of Super Chat or individual donations through my Ko-Fi, the people who have made purchases through my shop or have even helped buy me the art supplies I need, because art supplies are stupidly expensive if you want the good ones. From the bottom of my heart to yours, thank you. Your individual contributions are what help keep my dreams alive and what help keep improving the quality of not only this content, but now improving the quality of my life. So thank you. Thank you. You have no idea how big of an impact all of you have had on my life. And all you gotta do, all you really gotta do is just show up to be here. But with all of that out of the way, thank you all so much for joining me for this celebration live stream. And I hope everyone out there has a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.
Charlie super chatted $1.30. Nua.
You know, I'm actually glad I didn't end the stream quite yet, because I was like, oh, you know, it'd be kind of cool if I just like faded out for like the clip. But I'm actually kind of glad I did that, because now I caught your super chat at the end. Charlie, thank you so much for being so generous. Alright, but on that note, I'm leaving for realsies now. Bye everyone, have a wonderful weekend. I hope to see you all again soon.